Wow, my dudes, did this lady just screw up her whole life for nothing? And she was just completely abandoned by her state Supreme Court. I mean, they just indicated they think this lady is guilty as hell.
It was supposed to be a full docket for Circuit Judge Hannah Dugan Monday.
We're just taking it step by step.
Any type of long-term plan in place for her coverage?
These decisions are being worked on right now, so I have no comment on anything specific.
That's Milwaukee County Chief Judge Carl Ashley speaking on camera for the first time since Dugan was arrested and criminally charged Friday. Dugan is charged with obstructing or impeding a proceeding before a department or agency. Federal agents claim she diverted their attention during an arrest of an undocumented immigrant and helped that person get out of the courthouse. There's a criminal complaint out that says that you took part in a conversation over the phone with federal agents on April 18th. Can you recount the conversation that you had?
You know I can't have any comment on that. That's a pending litigation.
For weeks now, the Milwaukee County Courthouse has been the epicenter to debate whether federal agents can make arrests in the courthouse or not. Legal experts say yes, but county leaders have been trying to change that. Do you think that it should be happening inside your courthouse?
Look, in a perfect world, we would have the opportunity to have a courthouse where people would never have to worry about coming there for their activities.
Whoa, hold up, man. Because it depends on why you're going into court. A lot of the time, you might end up walking out of that courtroom in cuffs anyway, whether they rescind the bond or they determine you're not eligible for a bond and you were released on your own recognizance after originally getting charged and then you show up to court for your arraignment. So there's all types of reasons why someone would be going to a courthouse not knowing whether or not they were walking out in cuffs, and to try to claim that, oh man, in the perfect world, no one would ever feel like they're going to jail after the courthouse. That doesn't even make any sense.
But the reality is there are legal parameters which allow the government to effectuate warrants, and we're not going to interfere with that.
You are the government, dude. And the state and county that you operate in are the ones effectuating 90% of the warrants that get handled in your courthouse. So what the hell are you talking about?
Milwaukee's Equal Rights Commissioner says interference, especially on the political spectrum, needs to be left out of Dugan's case.
We want people to know that they can come into a courthouse or a courtroom and know that there is justice and there is fairness.
Propaganda alert. If this dude wasn't trying to manipulate you, instead of using the terms justice and fairness in some vague way, pretending like he's trying to be poetic, he'd be connecting those concepts to a concrete course of action. He'd be saying exactly how one would be just or fair in this situation. But no, instead he's using buzzwords to invoke some sort of subconscious sense of guilt.
I've known Judge Dugan over the years, and I know that she's been a person who has been fair and respectful. And all that we ask is that the process, the due process, and that fairness be given to her as well.
This dude's a manipulator, man. This dude knows what he's doing, man, and it's kind of gross for real. I don't trust this guy, and at this point, I don't trust the governmental body that he's even representing as an ambassador right now. Wisconsin, I'd be taking a look at Milwaukee County's entire municipal government, man, because, yo, these people are sketching me out.
We reached out to Dugan's attorney for comment Monday, but never heard back.
Yeah, because she's guilty as I mean, it's all right there on video. They caught the guy. He was running out the back. And the Wisconsin State Supreme Court is like, yo, hey, don't look at us, man. No, we're stripping her of all of her authority. We're done, yo. Who is this lady? We don't even know her.
The state's highest court is now involved in the controversial arrest of Judge Hannah Dugan. The Wisconsin Supreme Court is indefinitely suspending Dugan.
This lady is about to get deep fried in court, y'all. I mean, they didn't even wait for a ruling. They straight up said, no, we need you out of the courtroom. That is a huge vote of no confidence in this judge coming from her own state judiciary.
Judge Hannah Dugan is facing 2 federal charges. She's accused of helping a man evade immigration agents. This suspension comes as her courtroom remains locked and a retired judge takes on her cases.
It's so bad they brought someone in from retirement to handle the cases. Dude, she's cooked. I know I keep saying it, but yo, this is cut and dry. I mean, this is case closed.
The Supreme Court of Wisconsin issued this notice Tuesday, suspending Milwaukee County Circuit Court Judge Hannah Dugan indefinitely.
I think this is an indication that the Supreme Court takes this seriously and thinks it should not have happened.
In the order, the Supreme Court wrote in part, it is in the public interest that she be temporarily relieved of her official duties. UWM Professor Emeritus Mordecai Lee says the Supreme Court is using its governing power over the judicial branch.
I think we're all sort of surprised by this because we're not used to these kinds of unusual cases. Every once in a while, the state Supreme Court has to step in and has to discipline a judge.
Friday, the FBI arrested Dugan on 2 federal charges. She's accused of helping Eduardo Flores Ruiz, a Mexican national, appearing in her courtroom, hide from ICE agents. Dugan's legal defense team now includes nationally known conservative Paul Clement, who was raised in Cedarburg. In a statement responding to the suspension, her legal team says in part that the court acted in unilateral fashion. We continue to assert Judge Dugan's innocence and look forward to her vindication in court.
It seems to me that the decision that came today comes not based on I'm a de facto Republican or I'm a de facto Democrat. It was, what is the proper behavior of a circuit judge? What are the ethical guidelines for a circuit judge?
And I bet you anything that does not include unilaterally deciding who is and who is not allowed to effectuate a warrant in your courthouse.
The Wisconsin Supreme Court says the order is effective until further order of the court. While this does not happen often, it did happen before. The Wisconsin Supreme Court revoked the license of a former Milwaukee County judge, Brett Blumey, who was sentenced in federal court for distributing
horrifying child material.
All right, Bria, thank you.
Okay, we're done. Wisconsin, you need to get your house in order. Something's going on with your judiciary and you guys need to take a look. It's not exactly the kind of draining the swamp that we're looking for right now, but we gotta start somewhere. One ideologue county judge, I'll take it where I can get it. Hey, thank you so much guys for joining me. You rock, I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.